find out.
When'd you get the official 100% word you go?
You know, I don't know if it was official till late in the week. I don't know exactly when. I think it was one of those things where they kind of said like, "Hey, be ready to play," and then you know, nothing was necessarily signed in ink until late in the week. I don't know exactly when.
How do you compare this to the one you had 2 years ago with the Rams, where it's a similar situation, the playoff positions couldn't change, and then your team didn't play most of the starters?
Yeah, you know, that honestly feels like a really long time ago. I know, it's the same taste in your mouth, honestly, when you don't get a victory. That's what everyone's trying to do is go out there and win the game, and to come up short in that regard is tough. At the same time, I'll have to go back and watch the film. I felt good out there. I felt like I was decisive. I think going into the game, kind of the goal I had for myself was to just have a really clean operation and control the huddle, control the line of scrimmage, that kind of stuff, and be decisive. And with those two things, I felt good about it where I'm standing right now. But we'll still have to go back and look at the film. And obviously, it's always how can you grow, how can you get better. And I think there'll be stuff here that I know I can grow from.
How important are these game reps for you in staying prepared to step in case you do need to kind of?
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. I think you do everything you can to make practice as close to the game as possible. I think, for being realistic, it's impossible to make it exactly like the game. But I think what you do try to do is just have that mentality of hey, when I'm running the scout team and servicing our defense, these are my game reps. So I think that's the approach I've tried to take all year long. Like I said, I don't think there's any substitute to live game action. But at the same time, the coaching staff, Kevin, Gary, and Clint, they do a great job preparing us every week. Every week I come into the game feeling prepared, and Kirk and Jake are great to work with on a day in and day out basis. I think we do a good job of keeping each other ready. So I feel like I've done everything I can to supplement, kind of my work throughout the week, running the scout team, staying after practice, stuff like that. But like you said, I don't know that you can get close, but you can't quite get the game reps. So this was super valuable experience, but again, you don't really think of it in those terms, kind of coming off a loss.
What do you envision passing along to teammates as you guys prepare to obviously get history there?
Honestly, when I think back to the last couple of years, I think it's honestly just be yourself and stick to your routine. I think there's a lot of hype. We're one of there'll be 12 teams left playing, and that's an awesome thing. But I think you just stick with what got you there. Own your routine, own your preparation, just like you always do, and you don't have to make it bigger than a game, if that makes sense. Now, certainly, you want to go and you want to, run the table and win the Super Bowl. But the only way you're going to achieve that, I think, is if you just stay within your routine and stay within your preparation and just really, go one day at a time and try not to make it any bigger than it really is.
You guys obviously wanted to win, but you take any consolation in the resiliency you showed and then fighting back from being down 18-6 there in the third quarter?
Yes and no, Chris. At the same time, the main goal is to win, right? And it hurts that we weren't able to. At the same time, I think it's once you get a chance to step back and you watch the tape and you see like, hey, there was some good stuff that went on out there. There were times where the game could have turned and we made a game and took the lead. So I think there will be things that we will feel really good about. I think it's just a little bit hard to really grasp that right now. I think we'll go back, watch the film, and I think we'll realize that, hey, there was a lot of good stuff that was on display out there. And although the end result and the main objective wasn't achieved, I think there was a lot of little things that we can feel good about.